Are you a realtor who is pouring thousands of dollars into YouTube ads and seeing zero leads? Or you're a real estate agent who says, you know what, the blue ocean is YouTube ads because nobody is out there doing them. Well, what if I told you I got a strategy where I can get 10 times more leads than YouTube ads and save thousands of dollars a month on advertising? In fact, I actually get paid from YouTube with my strategy. In this video, I'm actually gonna talk about all of the YouTube ads that I have run on multiple different YouTube channels to try and generate real estate leads. And I'm gonna talk about the most cost-effective leads versus the most expensive leads, and where most realtors make massive mistakes, never generating any kind of leads and just torching their money. And at the end of this video, I'm also gonna teach you how I make money from YouTube. So real quick, I just wanna show you something. If we look right here, I have 2.7 million impressions from YouTube, and this is in just the last 28 days. With these impressions, I've generated $1,925 in revenue, and I've gained 220,000 views. Again, my strategy didn't cost me any money at all besides equipment and editing costs. But don't worry, if you want to do YouTube ads, I actually have the entire playbook here. But first, I want to ask Gemini something. If you're unaware of what Gemini is, this is Google's AI model. They monitor Google and YouTube better than any AI out there. And we're gonna get an answer real quick. On average, how much would it cost me to get 2.7 million impressions from YouTube ads? And as you can see, this brings up crazy data. And again, I've ran a lot of YouTube ads over the years, so I can give you my actual cost. But based on the industry averages, you could expect to pay anywhere from $10,000 to $80,000 to achieve 2.7 million impressions. The average CPM, which is the cost per thousand impressions, on YouTube is initially $4 to $30. So as you can see here, best case scenario, for 1,000 impressions, you're gonna be paying, on the best case scenario, and this is when you have everything dialed in, $4 for 2,700 impressions, being $10,800. Now you might be somebody who has an unlimited budget, but I actually ran something else that is more interesting. I asked Gemini, what would be an average conversion rate for a realtor who paid $10,000 for 2.7 million impressions for buyer and seller leads? And it says, unfortunately, there's no single average conversion rate for real estate, but let's just go by industry averages in the actual real estate world. And we're talking about National Association of Realtors suggests average lead conversions of 0.4 to 1.2%. This means for every 100 leads, 1 or 2 become clients. The YouTube ads benchmark, a YouTube ad conversion rate can vary significantly, but a reasonable range, 0.5% to 2%. Now there's gurus on YouTube that tell you YouTube ads are the greatest things ever and you can get such cheap leads. But why don't you take a second to look at what actually goes in place when you want to run YouTube ads? Because I've done it, and compared to doing Facebook leads, it's like operating on a brain versus putting a Band-Aid on my 5-year-old. That's how much more in-depth YouTube ads are than Facebook ads. I won't read all of this, but if you look at what YouTube and Gemini say you need to have a successful YouTube ad campaign, this is why you're going to end up torching all of your money and getting zero leads from it. First of all, you have to have a compelling YouTube channel. You need a channel with high quality, engaging content. You also need a professional website. Do you have your own website? I'm gonna tell you why that's really important here in a little bit and what I learned from this. All right, I'm gonna get to that point in just a second, but real quick, my name is Jackson Wilkie with the Channel Junkies. For 6+ years, we have created the Living In system. I do free videos every single week. So if you wanna grow your real estate business with actual videos that produce leads, I would consider subscribing and hit the like button if you are enjoying this type of content. And I'm curious, would you comment down below, what platform do you think actually gives the best leads? Is it Zillow.com? Is it Facebook? Is it something else? And just out of curiosity, about how much a month do you have to spend and what is your conversion rate? Maybe if YouTube is not your thing, somebody's gonna find some value in what you're doing down below. And again, before I teach you how I actually generate income and get hundreds of leads from my system, we do provide elite YouTube coaching. It is for people who are actually wanting to grow organic YouTube channels, not spend any money. It is broker agnostic, so I don't care what brokerage you're at. If you actually want to go all in on video, what you can do is email me and we actually interview you to see if you're a fit. If you're somebody just sticking your toes in the water, we typically don't work with you. We want somebody who is actionable and actually wants to build a solid YouTube channel. So if you want to go through that interview process and book a strategy call, it's free. Just email me right here, homies. Because if you don't have your own website set up, and I'm not talking about one made from the brokerage, your own website, do you know how to make one? Next up, a targeted campaign setup. You have to have crystal clear goals. Are you going to be doing brand awareness? Are you doing lead generation? Are you doing property views? Yeah, you don't just put money behind a video. You have to actually select categories. Then you have to have laser focused targeting. So YouTube actually, and this is very true, they have way more powerful targeting options, which I think is what creates the buzz in the real estate world, because you can target down to a city block and really get specific. But if you don't do everything else on here, again, you're gonna burn every dollar and you're gonna get 0 leads. So you can use demographics, interests. You can actually target way more people on Google and YouTube than you can Facebook. You have to have irresistible ad creatives. Now, I ran hundreds of ads and I read more scripts than you guys could ever imagine. I'm talking 5-second hooks, 10-second hooks, videos vertical, videos horizontal, cell phone videos, camera videos. We were at one point split testing 20 different videos because you're getting 2.7 million impressions for $10,000. And guess what? You don't even have to pay YouTube if nobody watches the first 30 seconds of your video. So if YouTube's not even charging you for the first 30 seconds, they know they're sending your video out to a bunch of random people that don't want it. But when my YouTube channel strategy, which paid me $1,900 and got 2.7 million impressions, YouTube actually runs me the most high quality retargeting campaign on planet Earth. And here is the proof to it. 2.7 million impressions. My average view duration on my strategy is 9 minutes and 19 seconds. And look at the suggested videos. This is YouTube suggesting my videos in front of an audience that is most likely to watch my content. My average view duration goes up to 21 minutes long. So I had a realtor hit me up and say, hey, I know your YouTube strategy works, but I really feel like the blue ocean is YouTube ads. There's nobody doing it. And I said, well, why is that? And he goes, the retargeting aspects of it is amazing. And I said, have you ever set up YouTube channels? Have you ever set up a Google AdSense account? Have you ever set up conversion tracking? And the answer to all of that simply was, no, I haven't. Well, if you're not doing that and putting conversion tracking pixels into your website, not creating a Google Ads account and not creating a Google AdSense account to run all of that and communicate to each other while split testing dozens of videos and thumbnails and print, again, you're just burning up your money. And YouTube, again, is not even going to charge you if nobody watches the first 30 seconds of the video. But I wanted to emphasize this a little bit more, that if you want to do YouTube ads, then you've got to get very, very, very deep into the weeds on doing it correctly. And then I think you could have a lot of success. But like I mentioned, you have to have tracking and measurement set up. If not, again, you are burning your money because you're not doing anything with the leads. You have to set up a Google Ads account. You have to have conversion tracking. And it says, this is crucial. Set up conversion tracking to measure how many leads your ads are generating. Without it, you are flying blind. This is literally Google telling you, hey, you better set all this up. And this has got to go into your website, right? And then you're going to set up Google Analytics integration, right? Next up, lead capture. Dedicated landing pages. Create a specific landing page for your ads that are optimized for lead capture. Don't just send people to your homepage. You need lead magnets. This is something else that we did. We had 5 different lead magnets that we tested, and we were able to find which ones people liked more. Next up, you got to hook up your CRM to your Google Analytics. So connect the lead capture to a CRM system and organize and manage your leads, and then have a full email marketing campaign. Next up, you have to have ongoing optimization, performance monitoring, A/B testing, budget management, and the Google Pixel. Again, it says optional, but when we did all of these tests, if we didn't have the Google Pixel set up, then we weren't tracking any of these deals. And again, all of it was a waste of time. And last but not least, coming from actual Google itself, successfully generating leads from YouTube ads requires comprehensive strategy, meticulous setup, and ongoing optimization. It's not a quick fix. And without a solid foundation and careful execution, in, you're likely to waste your money. With all of that being said, do you truly believe that if you were able to generate 100 leads from YouTube ads today, that you are going to be able to convert 0.5 to 2% of those? At the end of the day, you're most likely not going to get any leads if you don't have any of your tracking set up, your own individual landing page for these leads, and most importantly, if you don't even have a Google AdSense account or Ads Manager account, that's where you have to start, and that's probably going to take you a couple weeks in itself. Now, there are programs out there. We'll set all of this up for free. And since I had thousands of realtors asking me, Jackson, I know you do your strategy, but I want to do YouTube ads. It's the blue ocean. I have tried for 5 years to find a YouTube ad guru, master, and I said, if you can teach me how to actually generate leads from YouTube ads for real estate buyers and sellers, I will let you market to my 20,000 subscribers your course and I won't take a dime. I actually want to know for myself. And although I have had dozens of realtors say, I'm going to figure it out, I'll be the next one, and even marketers who are not licensed, not one of them has been able to do it, and I haven't talked to any of them since. And if you are somebody out there who actually generates leads from YouTube ads, please email me. I want to interview you on this channel, but I still have not heard anything from those real estate agents. Now, don't get confused with Google pay-per-click. Yes, you're going to use the same Google AdSense account, but it is two totally separate deals. And again, conversions are 0.5 to 2%. But what most real estate agents fail to ever remember is that conversions on cold leads, as you probably already know, may take months. You have to have all of your tracking and your analytics set up. That means you're going to be running these ads for months and months and months, building a pipeline. I don't know about you, but I can't afford $10,000 a month. And the worst part about ads, whether it is Zillow, Redfin.com, Facebook, Google pay-per-clicks, or YouTube, the second you stop paying, no more leads. And even if you set every single aspect of this up correctly, if your pixel gets messed up, if your tracker gets messed up, which happened to us, all of that money and all of that data is completely gone. And at the end of the day, what I learned from one of the top YouTube ad managers is that he will not work in the real estate world. And I asked him, because we were both sharing the stage of VidFest, me as a long form organic YouTuber and him as a YouTube ad content creator, he has spent millions of dollars on YouTube ads, and he said, I am never working in the real estate industry. It just doesn't convert. And every time I worked with a real estate agent, they only tried it for a few months and then they shut it off because it was too expensive. So he works on book sales and small webinars. Those are things you can sell with quick ads. What we've learned, and after running years of YouTube ads and spending tens of thousands of dollars, is that when we actually want to generate leads from YouTube, then our strategy, which we created over 6 years ago called the Living In Method, if you've seen a Living In YouTube channel, I was the creator of that 6 years ago. We do one video a week, upwards of an hour long, and look at the views that we get from this. And if I actually filter it by the most views, you can see that some of these get hundreds and hundreds of thousands of views. And unlike an ad, these run organically forever. And this one video alone has 9 million impressions. It's made me $3,550, and that channel in 2024 closed 87 deals. And the good news is you don't have to set up any kind of trackers or anything, just a simple YouTube channel. And since I'm the creator of the entire Living In method, I made a free video right here. It's about 45 minutes long, and it teaches you exactly how to create your channel, how to optimize it, how to get the settings correct, and how to start shooting videos today for free and generate your own leads.